get not incrementally, but like there's moments where it's so much harder than it was the floor before. That generally you're sent back into town. You're gonna use items to do that. You're gonna go back to town, restart from the beginning, but actually you're gonna get a little bit stronger each and every time, and probably do that, I guess, 40 times, 30, 40 times before you actually can get to the top of the tower, where the game actually is gonna become much easier. You're gonna be set it up better, let's call it that. But in the any percent setup, so this is not any percent per se, but let's call it a play on any percent. We do the tower in one go. So obviously this is a super volatile run. All these steps, so the first wall is going to be on floor 6. So at that point you would be supposed to go back to town. Well, we're gonna push through. This is going to be rough. But we're going to have a lot of fun trying to do so. And obviously, talented runners with a little bit of luck can get pretty high if the luck is on their side. So Orza has joined us, I think.
I have indeed. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Orza. So, like I was explaining, we're going to do a 1v1v1. Orza and me are going to try to show you around what there's going to be, what's happening, actually. So, they're going to do tutorial floor for now, and they're going to try to, they're going to pick up everything there is on the floor. It's a static floor, so they're all going to get the same thing. It's a medicinal herb, a sword, and a shield. Granted, bad sword and bad shield, but it's far better than nothing. They're going to get a fireball, which has 5 charge and shoot a fire spell for a lot of damage, but it's only 5 charge. And then they're going to get an egg they can use for many things. You can hatch it to get a pet. The pet in this one is always the same, and it's a bad one. You can use the egg to actually refill your monster's MP. And MP is important in this game. If you get 0 MP, you actually fall unconscious. So it's not that you can not cast spell anymore. You actually cannot fight. You cannot even walk. And the last thing you can do with an egg is actually throw it at an enemy. The monster inside is going to pop up, attack once, and then disappear forever. But it does a crap ton of damage, so we call that egg bombing, and that's really good.
Yeah, all these items that they're picking up on this first floor are so absolutely crucial to this run. Those fireballs, especially early on in these runs, are a lifesaver. Like they're basically an instant kill on most monsters, so if you get yourself into a bad position, that pulls you right on out of it and can get you a little bit higher. And those eggs will one-shot things for a very long time in the tower as well.
Oh yeah, probably around about floor 15 plus. Like, before 20, it should destroy anything. So they're going to try to explore from floor 1 to 5. These 5 floors, well, from 2 to 5. These 4 floors are going to grant them as much... They're going to grant them as much tools as they can get. Anyway, they'll hope for that.
Oh, we have some audio.
Boy of Super Mario 64.
Oh, I think we're using... Like, okay, give me a sec to actually change that.
It's ridiculous.
All right.
Whose stream was that?
it's Jin. Well, I'm going to put Jin.
The clip up through the stairs into the wall part there at the beginning, so you can get past the first locked door. Or I guess the second locked door, the one in the basement.
There we go. I think we're good now.
I think we're good now. All right.
I don't hear the mic anymore.
All right. Okay, so sorry about that.
It's all good.
So like I said, they're going to go through floor 2 to 5, and they're going to try to get as much new stuff as they can. An increase in a better weapon or a better shield, like we see on GinTatsu's side.
Is that cursed?
You actually got a steel shield, and that one is pretty powerful.
I think I might have spoke too soon.
Oh, you might have.
Mips clip? I don't know what the hell it's called. No, not where you use the bunny. Where you... go into like the basement area, like where you would go to haunted house.
Jin.
And then you go down the
Let's
stairs
see.
a little bit, and then you jump up and you grab onto the floor in the main foyer there, but inside that little
Oh,
chunk
damn.
of, you know.
I'm gonna
castle.
go
You
see
know
if
what
I
I'm talking
can poke him real quick.
I'm poking him right now.
about. You're using your audio? Oh. Well, why would you use my audio?
All right. It's only tonight that everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that is all right. We're going to get through this. We're going to have some fun through this.
It's all good. It's much like this game can be sometimes. It doesn't matter how professional you come into the game. Sometimes it's just gonna do that to you.
Obviously.
These floors 2 through 5 are a very safe place. So that's why they want to spend extra time leveling and farming here. Because once we hit floor 6, things are going to start getting dicey. This game employs a little triad of elemental strengths and weaknesses with all the monsters. And right now we're fighting a lot of fire monsters, which is fine with Kune, who's also fire. But once we get to floor 6, we're going to start seeing a lot of water monsters. And
Exactly.
those are super, super strong against Kune and makes your attacks a lot weaker. It gets a lot rougher pretty quickly.
Exactly. So the monsters here are really easy, but obviously not a lot of them are water. The only one is the Palumpa. And Palumpa is so bad, so weak, that it's not even a problem. You will probably one-shot it, even though you have a percentage decrease in damage for being a fire spell against a water monster. But then starting floor 5, you're going to see Maniva. Maniva is a strongish water monster. They're still going to explore, even though Manivas can be troublesome. It shouldn't be that bad. They also aren't going to spawn that much. But getting on floor 6, oh damn, this is going to be bad. And, well, the Manivas are still going to be there, but there's also going to be Blooms, and then there's going to be U-Boat, and all these water monsters are going to absolutely wreck CUNY and probably you in the way, in the same fell swoop. So obviously you want to make sure that you don't spend too many resources, or even worse, end up being killed on these floors, right? So they're going to be fighting all the way through floor 6, but then you should see them start to just surge the elevator and dodge and counter when they can. They're going to have to fight, obviously, but they're going to try to run away.
They're going to try to limit the number of encounters that they're having as much as they can. That's the big key, is trying to limit. Sometimes you just can't avoid encounters in this game, unfortunately.
Yes, but we've seen sometimes encounters go like on floor 30-something, and because you do have X or Y spell ball, you actually can get out of some really bad situation. That does mean that if you want to have those spell ball charges in your hands somewhere, you actually need to make sure that you don't spend them on the early floor. You should be able to fight now, whereas later you won't. So those spell balls are going to come in handy.
You'll find certain areas in the tower. You'll find them stopping to level a little bit when we find an easy monster to fight, but for the most part, this is all the grinding you're really going to see in this game.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea how bad water monsters are, when they're going to get to floor 10, then it's going to do a complete reverse. Almost every monster is going to be fire. And we don't do extra damage to fire monster, neither do we receive extra. It's just neutral, obviously. And the monsters on floor 10 are much stronger statistically than the water one on floor 6, 8 to 9. But even though all that, we're still going to prefer fighting those monsters and regain some experience point and actually just grind a little bit better than we actually would like to fight on floor 9. CG Griff, it should be a 2v2 match in which you would add the floor counter. So on the top left of everyone's screen, you can see 5F, 4F. So that's the floor they're on. You would add both for red teams and then both for blue teams, and you would get the score each team has, and the one with the highest would win the round. When you die, you actually cannot restart. So if you die, your run ends there, and you have a total of an hour to actually get as high as you can also, just to keep it quick as a speed game, all right? Obviously. But tonight we did have a no-show for the tournament show. Professor Palmer, which would be bottom right, couldn't show up. He couldn't be here. So what we actually do is a 1v1v1 match. We still have the 2v2 overlay. But we had to make a last-minute decision. We still wanted to entertain you guys. So that's why we actually do a 1v1v1 match.
Yeah, we're all here. We all want to play some and watch some Azure Dreams, so why not?
Exactly, yes. So that floor 5 for everyone, we're going to see floor 6, where actually the bad stuff starts to happen. They can still fight a little bit. I'm building this up as if every enemy is impossible to beat. You can. If you're ready to expend resources, they're not going to be that hard at all. And even if you don't, if you're going to expend your HP, like tanking with your face, you can probably fight an enemy or two. But
and you might get lucky. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Simon.
No, you can go.
I'll say you might get lucky and find some of these water monsters, but if you look at Loonycloud's screen, you're going to see him fighting a U-boat. These are the notoriously bad monster at this point in time. Thankfully, that one was asleep, but normally they have a lot of defense, and they do a lot of damage. They are not something you generally want to fight very many of.
And the worst part about U-boats, we might as well talk about them now, because it's happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
You're gonna see them in two forms. So the one where we saw that giant submarine, it was asleep on the ground. But the other one is it actually can go under the ground, and just you're gonna see the blue periscope in a black spot. So when they are in that state, they are absolutely and completely immune to everything. And the only moment they will actually get out of that state is if they are in melee with. They will actually use their turn to come out of the ground and attack you on the same turn. So they're always going to get first strike on you. It makes them horrible to fight because you cannot use other type of strategies we're going to use most of the time to actually get a few hits in before the encounter starts. You can't because they're immune to everything.
Oof, didn't get the two-shot on it.
Yep, and he was lucky actually. The U-boat decided to give a hit on each of them, and you do regenerate HP by walking around, so he's probably pretty close to full HP on both himself and the cutie. Well, we can see he only was missing 2 HP, probably around about the same on his cutie, on Loonycloud's side, but yeah, U-boats are a problem.
Oh, picks up a flame ball, nice.
Yes. So during that time, GinTatsu on the upper right corner is actually fighting a cyclone, but he stepped on a trap that actually changes the layout, and then everything is just cracked in with ups and downs. But he got okay. Cyclones aren't too hard to actually fight, but they have a lot of HP.
They're not too bad, especially when you have Kune to be able to get that extra damage in on them.
Yes.
Being they are a wind type.
So I see Shuzo is probably in a tough spot, but I think we have some kind of a freeze on his side.
There we go. It's back.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. There's a pause.
Oh, damn. Murdoch, there is actually 40 floors to the tower, and like I was talking a little bit about earlier, they are spots we call walls, where it actually gets extremely tougher. 6 is one of them, so 1 to 5, you're going to say your first playthrough. Well, this game isn't so bad, and then you're going to get on floor 6 and get absolutely crushed by everything. You're going to grind up, you're going to get better, stronger, and everything. And then 6 to 9 is going to be a breeze. Then you're going to get on floor 10, and you're going to be, oh my god, they are tougher. And so on and so on. So the game is meant to be played in many, many playthroughs. Through the tower, many climbs.
Yes, like what we're seeing here with these races is only really a part of what Azure Dreams offers. There's a whole side of building up your town and courting a plethora of different girlfriends in the game.
Yes.
It's kind of like a mix of a tower climber dating simulator, world builder kind of game. It's kind of got a little bit of everything.
And to give you an idea of how mean the game can be considered, I don't know how much credits you're going to give to that, but we actually, and that's the story we like to tell, there has been one task made for the game, and in the footnotes of the tasker's review for his own task, it was written, I don't think this is humanly possible to climb the tower to the 40th floor in one shot. And now with the speed gaming scene, the speed running scene, we actually do it pretty much once in a week. I'm not telling you we're going to see this tonight. This is still an isolated case once in a while to happen. You need to be good and be lucky. It's not only one of both is not enough.
You need to generally have a good luck of what you're running into, enemies, where the elevators are, and the item pool you're seeing. So you're asking for a lot of things to
go right and not too much to go wrong. Yeah, exactly. So even the best player in the world with all the world records would probably win, I'd say, 15% of his run. And I might be generous.
I'd say about like 1 in 10 generally is what I tend to average on getting to 40. In these any percent style runs.
But it just goes to show that practicing and actually destroying a game as a community we may go from something that is supposedly impossible or very hard to what the hell's happening on Loonycloud?
Oh, Loony was doing AI 1 strats to try to get away from a U-boat and a bloom, and then forgot to change it at the start of the floor.
He's got a Scarlet one though. The guy is probably not gonna. Yeah.
Scarlet Wands
7 though. Yeah.
So Scarlet Wands are a particularly special item. Wands are a great use when you have Kune for Mixture Magic, because they have a damage multiplier for Mixture Magic. And when you have a Scarlet Wand, that damage multiplier also adds in a bonus for the fire as well. So you're going to see Loony doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, if you try to compare how much damage he does to every other player, right now he probably does double or some more. So the Scarlet one might not be the best weapon casually, because you can actually temper your weapon to become stronger with time. But during a speedrun, we don't have time to temper our weapons. So obviously anything that gives a percentage increase instead of a flat increase always going to be better. As much as we're going to get some level, these multipliers are going to become a crazy increase. That cannot be like compared to any weapon with a few pluses or a plus 1 or a plus 2. That's not comparable. But obviously a sword plus 99 is going to destroy everything.
Yeah, it's not going to matter at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it's important to know, though, the wand is all the wands are the weakest weapon in the game. They hit for 1 damage. They only increase your damage if Cuny is actually casting his fire spell onto your weapon. So if Cuny dies, then you cannot use mixed magic anymore, and then that extremely powerful weapon become a wooden staff. It's a branch.
You now have a 1 attack weapon. Good luck, friend.
In a game where everything 2-shots you, yeah.
Yeah, and the higher we get, it almost feels like the damage goes up exponentially.
Yes.
These griffins that we're going to start seeing on Loonycloud's screen here do a lot of damage with their physical, and also have a ranged magic attack as well.
Yes. Another interesting thing is that Loonycloud also have a ice. So shield gives you extra defense, obviously. But the elemental shield, so this one is the ice one, there's a fire and a wind one, actually transforms Ko into... He is considered as if he was an elemental monster. So right now, he is considered a water monster. He will receive 25% less damage from fire attacks, and he's going to receive 25% increased damage from wind's attack. That Kraken is scary.
These are the bane of... floors 11 through 15, the Kraken. They are an incredibly high physical damage monster that also damages you back when you hit them. And are also a water type, so it's pretty much all the things you don't want to run into.
Luckily, they actually give you damage back to you, so their recoil damage is an electric attack. And the game is actually pretty interestingly coded, because Loonycloud is actually using a wand which is made of wood that doesn't conduct electricity, then he doesn't get it back by the Kraken.
It's a neat little quirk of the game.
The game is quirky, yeah.
It's very quirky. There's so many little pieces of information to be able to take in to try to use to manipulate these runs.
Yes.
And I gotta say, GinTatsu may be currently in last place right now, but it has a very stacked inventory.
Exactly. So he's taking his time, he's grinding. That's absolutely one way to play this game. just being first is pressure onto the other players, but having a stacked inventory, like sometimes slow and steady, not slow. You need to be quick. You have 1 hour to actually win, but like quick and steady wins the game sometimes. All right, so we see a life wand on Shuzo's side. So that life wand does give a 25% increase in mixed magic damage, same as the Scarlet one. It doesn't increase your fire damage though, so it's much weaker than the Scarlet one. But it's got one thing going for it, and it is that every 8 points of damage you're gonna deal, you're gonna heal 1 damage back. So it is the tank weapon, in quotation mark. It is a weapon that actually just gives you health back. Obviously, dealing more damage might be better, because if the enemy dies sooner, you don't get as much. But probably the second best weapon in the game.
Absolutely, like just that little bit of survivability goes a long way. Like especially early in these tower floors. Once you get a little bit higher, it becomes a little less useful. Just because, like, when you're only healing like 3 or 4 damage and you're taking 35 a hit, like you're not really, really getting a whole lot out of it.
Yes. Right.
Oh, this is a tough spot to be in. Oh. Waking up Garudas are a nasty enemy to run into, because they can actually use a skill called Abduct and take your familiar to a random room on that floor.
Exactly.
Which will
Leaving
likely leave your Kune dead.
Yeah, it's gonna probably kill your Kuni and leave you alone. So obviously, the mixed magic strategy is good for as long as you have your pet. But like Kuni probably cannot kill anything. Ooh, this is scary. There you go.
Yeah,
if Loonycloud had missed this shot, it was a death.
Yeah, that would have been a sad place to be.
You know it.
Well, there's a troll looking at him right there, though.
Yeah, but a troll sword is pretty weak. Well, even though he had low HP, it could have been really dangerous. But...
he's wearing an ice shield, so that would
yes,
reduce
that's
the
what
damage.
Exactly. So the trolls with this very, very curved sword, they actually do ignore the defense stats of your shield, so that's why they're so scary. But luckily, the defense from being a water monster granted from the ice shield is still factored in, so the guy, well, Loonycloud is still very tanky against those. That's the only thing a shield can give you against Troll Sword, and that's a very good stat.
I remember playing this game, and I didn't realize that the swords were just the same attack power as, because you can when you get a troll, you hatch one out of an egg. You can find their weapons in the tower and give them the weapons you see them carrying here.
Yes.
I remember being a young kid playing this game and not understanding why that the sword didn't do any more damage than the mace. That's because the monsters don't have a defense, an additional
shield.
defense. Yeah, a shield to cut the defense from. So it's just for purely aesthetic purpose.
Exactly. The sword will ignore defense given from a shield, but it does not ignore Ko's base defense or the base defense of any monsters. So the sword is actually only weaker than the mace because it doesn't ignore extra defense because enemies don't have shield, but also, oh, this is scary. He needs to use,
Yeah, he's got to use that flame ball. You do not want to lose Kune here.
Yes, so the sword can actually rust also where the mace can't. So
yeah, the mace
sword will become weaker where the mace is always going to stay at exactly the amount of damage it deals. And yep, that's where you want to be.
So floor 16 is an interesting place. It has the introduction of a new enemy that's only here for one floor. Oh no.
That is true. Oh, the warp trap. Okay, so we talked about the abduct skill from a Garuda. There is also a trap that does exactly the same, which is called the warp trap, and it's gonna warp the one that steps on him. And we lost Cuny, so Loonycloud is actually running solo now, and that Scarlet one we praised so much is now absolutely useless. It's a stick. And he's gonna use monster manipulation to actually get the Garuda out of the way, so that's a really good play on Loonycloud's side.
That was an excellent play.
Fight,
oh,
yes.
And here's that Garuda makes a return trip. Hey,
that's good. That's good. As long as he doesn't see you, that's great. So he's gonna do some Metal Gear stealth action because he actually needs.
So here's the thing that mana waivers can do. They can duplicate an item on the floor to try to surprise you. You can look if you look on the minimap. I believe they won't show up as an item, right? Like they'll
You
just
need
be
to enter the room, exit the room, and then they're gonna disappear. That's how you know.
Yes. Oh, this is.
Yeah, those 2 coins, if they are exactly the same item, stack one to the side of the other, it's actually extremely scary because one of them might be a Maneva in disguise. And they will untransform and attack you on the same turn, and they won't move from where GinTatsu is actually going to go up the elevator while being a frog. This is scary because if he gets into a very bad room, well, he cannot fight. He's a frog. Well, he can fight, but he's going to be weak. And luckily, nothing is here to do it.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm just stuck looking at Looney's screen here with the room full of sleeping enemies they're just picking up and throwing out of it, and somehow none of them are waking up.
That's one mechanic in this game. You can actually pick up monster and throw them away. The danger of that is that you have only a 50-50% chance of successfully pick up the monster, the enemy monster. And if you fail, he actually gets back on the ground and hits you one time. It actually passes the turn, so if there are other enemies around, they're still going to get hit on you also. So this is extremely dangerous, but if it works, you don't lose your turn. The enemy monster is in your end and cannot do anything until you actually do something about it. And you can throw them away far, just to make sure to never see them again. So it's risky, but
it's a pretty high payoff.
Exactly. Although there are monsters that are so heavy that you cannot pick up. And the higher you get into the tower, the less enemies are actually going to be pickable.
Well, we think we had a little skip there on Looney's screen.
Oh, we might have.
That's okay. They got the egg, they got out, everything's alright.
Alright, so actually Looney, Shuzo, and GinTatsu are pretty close. It's just Loonycloud that got ahead like all the crazy, but getting a Scarlet One and an Ice Shield is going to do that. You're going to be very confident into fighting, and he probably will start slowing down right now because, well, he cannot fight anymore. And if he's lucky as he is, I mean, he's running around and not fighting. Oh, those 2 shield is scary. Yep, don't go close to those.
Oh,
no. The deny. So you cannot push him Maneva, so you actually have to fight.
Yeah, you don't get it. This might be a time to use one of those. Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Holy
wow,
Scroll.
that's a huge resource. Yep, I would probably go for Malicious, yes. So you have to wait a turn? Yes, there we go. Clever play here. Only spending a Malicious Scroll, not even getting once. Much better than spending the Holy Scroll. So the Malicious Scroll is going to confuse an enemy and actually makes it so the enemy can attack any square. It cannot target anymore. But, sorry.
We have the introduction of another new terrible monster.
Oh, the lucky pickup, Loonycloud. All right.
Oh boy, we are officially in Viper Town, kids.
Oh, we absolutely are, and I think
it's
death.
No.
Oh, yep. That's a very bad pincer attack. And crit from a spider, and this is the end.
No, one more.
Oh,
but
it's not. It's not.
He's got one chance.
Forces, but now it's too late.
You can't use the Holy Scroll. Oh, on yourself.
Yeah. Oh, you had to. You would have died.
Yeah, that's true. You can use it on yourself, and it'll protect you from taking any damage.
Damn, that guy tried so hard. So actually, they cannot step on the tile he's on, and he cannot attack him. He's absolutely invincible for probably like 10 to 15 turns. So if he remove one of the monster with the Yuli, like he just did, and run away on the other side, you're not going to do that, right? This is not going to work, friend. If he actually move to the left, they won't be able to come at him. So.
Oh, that was
unnecessary, but I guess he just wanted to. Oh, he's dead.
No.
He's not dead. He's got the Holy Scroll again.
He's gonna have to.
Oh, he's risking it all.
Whew.
Okay, I can try to pick up the monster though, but he's gonna get confused. Oh, this is scary. Yep. That's what you do, and then you move away, and then you move away. Why is he drawing it on the right? Oh, because of the wee dog. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
and that wee dog, another charge, and he's all right. Why is he shooting on his left? Okay, one dead. But then you need to kill the wee dog also. Okay,
I
good.
think it's unfortunately was a little bit of a panic mode going on, which is
Oh,
fair.
I think. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, damn! They won't leave him alive. So we talked about how this game can be sometimes mean. Well, there you have it.
I think it might unfortunately be might be one of those Gandalf type moments.
Yep.
This is the bridge you're gonna die on.
All right, so
Man, that's
we made the
Derek.
Viper change team, so there we go. He has a pet now. It's not a pet for real. As soon as he's gonna change the floor, he's gonna be losing that pet, and that is gonna be now. So I think that, like I said, you might be in front, but as soon as you lose that CUNY, a big part of your firepower disappeared, and now everything is so scary.
Yeah, as you can see, everything is immediately threatening in every single room you're in.
While GinTatsu is going slowly, but you can see this guy is fearless. GinTatsu has no reason to be stressed. He's okay.
GinTatsu is on a very good path right now.
Exactly. He is on the slow side. 30 minutes for 11th floor is on the slow side, but... Oh, and I think we lost Shuzo.
And Shuzo is down at floor 14.
Yep, you have seen it. Sadly, he had a good setup too. I mean, the life one was doing wonders, but sadly, a good pincer attack. Oh man, GinTatsu is at 1 HP. All right. So I think
these runners are making me nervous.
Yeah, Loonycloud realizes that being petless is actually too scary, but sadly he's gonna get interrupted by... Is he actually gonna fight? I don't think he is. So he's gonna drop the... yeah. But then he's got 19 HP on the next floor. Okay, the room's empty. The lucky man. And another malicious scroll. The game keeps on giving.
Like, this run is just gonna keep going. Oh. Until it don't even try to... If you don't one-shot it, I think this is gonna be a...
Oh, yeah. 23 damage is enough. Especially since he has the ice shield. This is gonna hit for a ton of damage.
Oh, right, because they're... Oh, yeah, they're wind.
And don't egg bomb, because there is a small chance that the pet would have spawned diagonally. And if that would have happened, the monster could have spawned in the doorway. And when that does happen, the monster is going to miss its attack, and you're going to lose that egg bomb in your turn.
Doorways are a bad place for AI manipulation in a lot of ways.
Yes.
Like if your Kune gets there and you're inside or outside of a room, it can mess up the AI pretty bad.
Exactly. So he's got... I haven't seen that before, but he has the head of a griffin, and the griffin is called the CUNY Light or the other CUNY. It is a monster that is extremely similar to CUNY, so having a griffin right now is going to help tons, especially since he has a Scarlet. Alright, so I think he is not necessarily restarted, but yeah, he's going to return CUNY, make a new space in his inventory, and I think he's back on track.
Yeah, like Loony's having a round 2 as we speak. And yes. GinTatsu's having a fight with a griffin goes well.
Oh yeah, it's like they have 6 level difference for 12 floor difference. Like GinTatsu is golden. Unless he really screws up or the game screws up with him, which will happen. You know, that game's that game, but
we may have a chance to see an interesting AI mechanic. Vipers are interesting because they will run straight for eggs and eat them.
Yep, that's what just happened. Oh, he didn't set up the AI tree, I think. Yeah. Oh, he won't be able to win this fight, though. The Viper was already hit.
Egg bombed it first, so it was...
Okay, yeah. But do you know now that the Viper, because it has eaten the egg, if he does hatch that egg, it's going to have reduced attack power.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep. And now we have seen a stealth in action. It actually just became invisible. That's what stealth do. Sometimes you're just going to be walking around and then you will stop and you'll be like, what the hell? And then you will actually push nothing and then get it in the face. And yep. Oh, this is the unique piquet actually. That's the one that's supposed to have the water medal, but because it didn't start the quest, there's just a stray piquet on floor 25.
The picket when you're doing that quest will be a different color too, won't it? Won't it be like blue?
Light blue, yes. So he's using the Griffin to physically attack the picket. The reason why he's doing that is because he doesn't want to use mixed magic. Griffins has a good attack. Pickets doesn't have one, so Griffin's gonna destroy the picket. Don't you worry about that. But damage with mixed magic would be even faster. The reason why he's not using it is because pickets will steal your stuff, and if they do, they will even teleport away with your stuff in the same turn. So they will steal something from your inventory and then teleport away. Ouch!
No.
That snowman is actually
Snowman's
both player are on low health. Yeah, considering where they are respectively. Oh, he risked it all. Youch.
Wow, he's going. I am surprised.
Okay, no. If he can survive one hit unless it's crit. All right. Fair play.
When it comes to snowmen, personally, I try to leave them alone. They do a lot of damage, and these floors get pretty scary. Another monster you want to avoid.
Nice. That's a paralyze. Okay, didn't work. Lucky. Zoos are even scarier. They can paralyze you, and I really try to avoid them as much as I can. But when you have a Scarlet one, you feel like you have a fighting chance. You probably don't run away. And I think you forgot confusion. Okay, dodge the confusion.
That's very fortunate.
Yep. Oh, 5 damage. That's not a lot.
I'm not sure I'd be wanting to fight Amanda.
Nope. They have low HP, but they hit for 38. No, that's not enough. Oh, it is.
Woo! Looney is playing it, taking everything and running with it.
Yep. Okay, so... Oh, GinTatsu CUNY's probably like on 1 health right now. Okay. On both sides, it's kind of scary. Oh, there was one misstep, and actually right now he's stuck with the... Okay, Egg Bomb might be the way to go.
And, that's critical hit.
That's not enough, but then...
Looney is down on floor 26.
Oh, damn. Leaving us with GinTatsu. He actually has to do 13 floors in 23 minutes. It is feasible, but he has to pick up the pace. And at least he survived this encounter. So, right now, I feel like it's very comfortable for Loonycloud. 13 floor advantage is huge. GinTatsu is playing slowly, catching up in the experience. That is absolutely one way to do that. But he needs to pick up the pace. He needs to double his floor count, but he's only at 23 minutes to do it.
Another Olim? How many Olims has this guy gotten?
that Olim's going to be used right away.
He must have been using them. I've been seeing a lot of Olims coming through.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Krakens, and 1 Kraken's equal 1 Olim pretty much every time if you have one.
That's a pretty easy math equation.
1 Kraken equals what? Equals 1 Olim. Alright, but yeah, obviously both players played really well. We have GinTatsu right now that will... Oh, using the red sand. Okay, he's actually tampering his sword. He's playing the long run.
Oh, this is bad.
And I don't think there is anything in his inventory to save him from that. Nope. He would need to sacrifice CUNY, and even then.
That's a dangerous... Yep.
Oh, 11 damage? It's not too bad. Oh, but still, CUNY's dead. Yeah. Like I said, need to sacrifice a CUNY, and even then.
And now you don't have
scary. Yeah, exactly.
You have a Kraken on your butt.
Oh,
warp trap! Come on!
Worst warp trap ever. It could actually have saved his bum. Oh, that's a misstep. Oh no. Yeah, it is 1. It is. Yeah, it's 1 step away from.
That whole 1 step you gain from that warp trap.
Yeah, he lost it on the corner, but and he was a picture.
I think we're seeing the end.
He can try. Oh, he cannot even try to pick up because he isn't in
Yeah, you can't pick up Krakens. They're too heavy.
No, you can pick up the Griffin, but the distance between him and them and it is uneven, so... Yep, you cannot use a Metal Seed here. That's gonna cost you a turn. Can he tank a hit from the Griffin? I don't think he does, but yeah, but you're gonna get backstab anyway. And oh, actually, it's 18. It was pretty close. That was a game, guys. It was a good game. It was an impressive game. Pretty different playstyle, and that's what I like to see in this kind of tournament. Is what everyone's gonna bring to the table and how they actually tackle this monster of a tower. Do you play conservatively and slowish, like GinTatsu did, where you actually want to go as quick as you can, but obviously you want to grind a little bit, build an inventory, or you go like Loonycloud, a little bit of luck, good gear, but also just flash through those floors. So, Orza?
Hi.
Hey, I'm just gonna go and talk with the people, so just cover from you, alright?
Oh, sure. So we're getting ready for round 2 here. We got Loonycloud has a 1-round lead on everyone right now. Everyone played really well last time, so this is still really anyone's game, though Looney does have that 1-step advantage ahead of everyone.
Yes, but I don't think we're actually gonna play a second match here, because since this is a 3-way match, I'm not sure we actually can do like all the matches that could be required for having a winner.
Aha! So this is we're gonna cut the stream here then.
I think we will. Sadly, I know it's pretty short. But if we actually have, okay, another throwdown. Okay, we can do another throwdown.
We can just do best of 2. Why not?
Only Loonycloud having a shot at it, but why? Why not?
This is an exhibition match, so I mean, this isn't going to be getting any farther in our tournament, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. This is gonna be 2 showcase match. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's do this.
All right, the slate is wiped. We're gonna have a round 2 in just a moment. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. There's gonna be one more race coming up for all y'all.
All right, at least I'm gonna put some yeah, a red fruit on Loonycloud's side. At least you deserved it. You deserved the fruit.
Sorry you don't get any fruit shoes, though, even if you do win a game. Our layout doesn't support it.
Yep. We do not support Shuzo. All right, everyone seems to be ready. So there was
Did everyone? I'm not sure if they are. I don't see Looney back yet. Yeah, Looney will be back in just a quick moment.
All right, let's do this.
All right, the slate is wiped. We're gonna have a round.
All right, I'm gonna mess with audio just to see. Okay, so I guess Shuzo. Okay, I'm gonna.
Moment. All right, let's do this. All right, the slate is wiped. We're gonna have a round. All right. I hope everyone's hyped for this round 2. This is the one to take it all.
Okay, so I guess Shuzo.
Do we get any? Do we have any predictions, forecasts? Who thinks who's gonna win?
Oh damn! Prediction. I don't know. I really liked how the 3 players played. Obviously, Loonycloud got an extremely good inventory, so that's always gonna go. That's always gonna look better as a setup. So I think I'll be.
I think I'm gonna put my money on an Arachne. Those little spiders are rude jerks.
Yes. So obviously, if you want to win money, you actually need to bet on the tower to win. That's pretty much
true.
always what happens.
But there's no real winning in that. Like, you want to win, you gotta like bet on a player and then watch them beat all the odds.
So obviously last match showed us different playthrough, and obviously the extreme type of playthrough are always the one that looks not necessarily the best, but the most exciting. So the very quick play of Loonycloud and the very methodical play of GinTatsu are gonna what draw me in. But that would be actually putting Shuzo on the side, and I have seen the guy play, and I know he's freaking good. So I don't know. I cannot put money on this match. It is all gonna go down to player skill, which is very high on every three of them, and a little bit of luck.
It's very true. And Shuzo kind of showed us a good like middle of the road last round with the little bit of methodical play, but then like taking chances when they could. I mean,
Yes.
They were technically second place in this that last race, so that's nothing to shake a stick at. Like they basically all, Shuzo and Looney both made it through those nasty floors just after floor 10, when you're flooded with krakens and other mean creatures.
Exactly.
So this is going to be a good race, and we might see a little bit of different play this time. Especially being that this is the last race, we might see some more risky plays. And
especially when in a showcase match, there is nothing to lose, so you can sometimes see people go a little bit crazy, but you still want to give a good show. You don't want to die on floor 6 by being a little too extreme, but yeah, obviously sometimes you'll see some weird kind of setups.
And who knows, like once we get to floor 2 and everything changes, everything could very much change in terms of game styles.
Alright, so they're gonna go through tutorial floor again and actually set up their inventory. Copper sword, wooden shield, their medicinal herb fireball, and the egg that inside as Balloompa. They're gonna use all that to get through the first part of the tower and hope to get upgrades for every type of gear they have right now. Obviously, the golden goose, the best part of the inventory right now, is that fireball with 5 charges, but they can find better in terms of gear and consumables. This game, consumables are the world. Like in every type of RPG, generally you would want a gear upgrade, but gear upgrade in this games aren't so great. They're great, but like the best sword in the game gives you 5 increase in attack, while you will probably have 10 on your own base stats at that point.
Yeah.
So it's not that much of an increase, you know. It's good. It's really good. But at the end, it doesn't make a difference. You're gonna hit golems for 1 damage anyway.
It's very true. Like the like your consumables are what are gonna keep you alive in this run. Like your equipment is nice early on, but
yes,
it's just gonna get outclassed pretty soon. If
when
you're
you get into
if you're lucky enough to find like a fire sword or a scarlet wand with Kune alive, you can get that bit of extra damage for fighting in for a while, but that's about it, honestly.
Once you get to Viper Town, then everything is going to be too rough to fight anyway. And so no matter what equipment you got, then that's useless and irrelevant. Whereas a very, very good set of magical orbs or balls is going to make sure you can sometimes get out of situation. And that's what makes this game so scary, is your best chance to survive is a consumable. So you have to actually juggle these, and I think that's one of the most interesting parts of the game.
Yeah, picking and choosing where and when you fight, and being able to pick and choose is pretty much the strategy of the whole run.
Yes, exactly. But if you would be always too weak, I think the game would be kind of sad. It would just be running away and hoping for the best. If the game basic gear were so good that you actually could fight back, then it would just be who would manipulate battles the quickest. But the fact that there will be some times in the same run where you can survive an encounter and then you cannot the other one because you're out of consumables makes it so you have to actually always make sure you take care of your inventory, keep it as high as you can while not taking too many risks. And to me, that's what keeps this game fun.
It's very, very true.
So floor 3 and floor 2 for our runners, they are still building up that inventory. I think we have a scarlet one on GinTatsu's side while I was speaking. Oh no, it's a life one. I'm not gonna say better, but on these lower floor, this is absolutely great. It's better than the Scarlet one, probably up to floor 10, but then Scarlet one skyrocket. But getting Elf back while fighting with that life one is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, it makes these floors so much less scary.
Oh yeah, you can fight, you can scrap, you don't fear anything.
And also that that extra bonus damage you get from mixture magic, everything is just good about it.
Yep, exactly. Everybody else is still sporting the copper sword, and everyone is sporting the good old wooden shield. So defensively, that's not really good. Obviously, that life wand is gonna be at its best paired with a good shield, because you do reduce damage you take, and then you lifesteal a little bit back, which can even sometimes make it so you don't even take damage.
Mm-hmm. Like, some of these monsters don't do enough damage, and like if you get a nice shield, like they'll only do a couple damage. So effectively, you just get free kills on things.
Yep, you only spend time in exchange for XP, so which is not too bad.
So I wouldn't be surprised with that early life one pickup if we see GinTatsu take a little more of a risky run, since they have the ability to just be more risky.
And GinTatsu uses a very cool strategy we don't see too often. He actually pick up some items, weapons and shields that he might have thought he could use, but then decided against. He has a good setup, that's what he's going off with. And he actually picked up the sword and the shield and threw them at the enemy. And it's gonna become really weak really fast, but on these lower floors, the amount of damage that deals is pretty high, so he used that pretty intelligently, especially against the Cyclone, which is the worst enemy you can find on that floor.
Yeah, it makes these little encounters a little even more safer. Like, just good plays all around.
Yes, so Basura, exactly. The reason why they don't want to grind too much is because there is a 1 hour time limit built into the run. So after 1 hour, the one who got the highest will win. So yes, you want to grind a bit, but if you do that for too long, then you actually end up letting the other ones get on the higher floor before you, and then that 1 hour time hits, and you're just on the lower floor and lose. And casually, it's true rhetorical answer. The game has a built-in mechanics for you not to grind infinitely. When you actually stay on the floor for too long, the floor is going to collapse, and you're going to be sent to the next floor automatically. They could do that in the runners, but it's just so too long.
Like, the interesting thing about how the leveling up is designed with this game is that your level ups, like, early on are pretty nice. You get a good amount of health, you get a good recovery, but eventually you start getting pretty bad level ups. Like, at a certain point, you only start getting 1 HP per level. So, oh no, wait, Shuzo.
Oh, I think he loaded his states or he died. Oh, I don't know. It's either... Oh, you died to Balloon? Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Balloon are not really tanky, so you will feel confident about fighting them all the time. But they do it pretty hard, and you'll forget about that because you can actually exchange with them. And any enemy you can trade with in Azure Dreams is a good enemy. You want to get that fight. You want to pick up that EXP. You want to do that. And they just need a crit or a good miss, a dodge, or they just need to get you when you're on low HP, and they're gonna tackle you. Yeah, low HP, I get it. Yeah. You don't look at your HP for a second. That's when it happens.
It's really easy to lose track of your health on these lower levels too. Like, you don't have a whole lot of it, and like just a couple encounters can get you down pretty quick.
Yep. So Loonycloud is pretty smart. He's actually using that one tile-wide corridor to funnel enemies and fight them one at a time. If you've played any mystery dungeon, because all corridors are only one wide in those games, that's the strategy you would use to actually pick up fights. In Azure Dreams, though, corridors are sometimes 2 tile wide, and so enemies can actually go over and pincer you. And you don't want to do that as much. Oh, this is scary.
This is a dangerous place.
He's got the steel shield, though, but I was scared for him.
But I was going to finish my my thought I was having about Your leveling up in this game, even if you wanted to sit and grind, is going to be kind of you're going to have a bit of a loss at a certain point. As your levels, you basically don't get much out of the level anymore, and you're spending a lot of resources to get that level. Like, this game wants you to be leaving the tower and coming back in with better equipment regularly. Like, it wants you to level your monsters up, because whenever you leave the tower, your level resets, but your monsters keep their levels.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to talk about. That's really important. If you leave the tower and both you and CUNY are level 10, it's really important to know that in a casual playthrough, you're going to get back to level 1. CUNY is going to stay level 10. That's how you actually progress in the game. But Ko is always going to come back at level 1. If you use any items to increase its permanent attack or defense stat, CUNY will keep it, but Ko is going to reset it. So when you actually enter the tower, you're constrained to 5 items of your choice. Pet counts as an item, so if you bring CUNY in, it's CUNY plus 4. And Ko is going to return to level 1. So the game really wants to push, or to at least encourage you to level up your gear and your pet. That's how you progress.
So yeah, like the levels will get you something, but not much later on.
All right, so I think Shuzo is going just for a fun showcase on his own. He's gonna probably try to climb just for fun. That's cool. But obviously we want to focus on GinTatsu's Loonycloud. These guys are still going at it, so that's where the race is.
The heat is on. They're both on level 5.
Exactly.
So this is a very close race.
It is, and that's where we saw a big difference. They were neck to neck up until floor 6, but then Loonycloud takes the more classic approach of floor 6 to 9. I'm just gonna run away because it's really dangerous. I'm gonna start grinding back on floor 10 and recuperate that EXP I didn't get earlier. But GinTatsu went to actually explore all floors, including 6 to 9, which is making him extremely stronger, but obviously it took a lot of time.
So I want to answer a question in chat here. Where can people go to learn this game? That's a great question, Shawnee. We, as a community, have a Discord where we talk and play this game regularly all the time. We have a very open and fun community where there's tons of resources, lots of people with streams. If this game looks like fun, maybe Sand Knight beat me to it. Go ahead and join that Discord and join the party. You'll have an endless amount of Sand Knight puns. I promise.
Oh, there is an endless amount of Sand Knight puns. I'm sorry, but this is endless.
Sorry, not sorry, really.
Oh no, not sorry. Obviously not. All right. So back to the game. Floor 6 on Loonycloud's side, and already is in a tight spot. Luckily, the elevator is in the same room he is, but damn this room. Those blooms are the worst thing you can see on floor 6. There is 2 of them, and he tried to actually bait the enemy with using CUNY. Oh, he needs to bag the pet. He needs to bag him. Yeah, okay. I think he's... Oh, no, he's going to run away. That works. That works. That's even better, actually.
Yeah.
Smart Loonycloud.
Oh, and he starts off with a U-boat.
I was talking about starting in a room with the worst monster on that floor, where there you have it. Worst monster on floor 8, the U-boat. And we're going to see this bugger one more time. And he's going to try to actually... Oh, is he going to do it again? Bait strategy? Bait strategy?
Will it work?
Oh, I think we lost... Chat. Not the chat, but the whole stream, right? Is it all right on your side?
Yeah, the stream's still going.
Okay, then I might just need to refresh. All right.
Unfortunately, the strategy to try to bait away the U-boat did not work for a moment, but then kited them through another room, and now they've lost that U-boat. Good job, Loonycloud.
Good, good. Oh, he kept it on AI1, yeah, all right. So during that time, okay, so GinTatsu still has the life wand and a scorch shield +1. Oh, that's a strength strategy. He is going into the water floor using a fire shield. So the base defense of the fire shield is extremely good, but it does make so... Oh, damn. Defense is good, though.
Yeah, that's surprisingly good.
Because it does increase by 25% the damage it takes, but the enemy doesn't do that much of a damage. If the enemy hits for 10, 25% extra is 2.5. That's not that much more. And then the shield actually gives 6 defense, which reduced damage quite a lot. Galaxy Brain, man. That GinTatsu.
And GinTatsu's got a lot of good plays this round. Oh, that's a lot of U-boats on Looney's screen.
Yep, luckily he was on the elevator. You see those submarines coming for you. You press that elevator button as quickly as you can.
Shawnee, you are so welcome.
Imagine if the elevators in this game would be the exact same as in real life, where you would press the button for it, but it actually would only get down to get you like in 5 turns.
Yeah.
You would have to call for it, and you'd have to wait. Okay, I don't want to get programmer to actually hear this. I hope he's not listening to this.
Don't do it, programmer.
Don't do it. I'm talking about.
What do you want to give the spiel on that?
Maybe just a quick one because I want to focus on the game. But programmer is actually a guy in the community that has created. At first, it was an randomizer where we would actually make the game so that all the players would actually fight against the same tower. It's not randomized as the vanilla game does. And then he actually went on and create a full-on randomizer, and now the game has a lot of random stuff you would see. Oh, and we lose CUNY on Loonycloud side. I think, yeah, that's the ticket. And we saw Loonycloud started really good and started only to struggle when he lost CUNY, but this time it happens on floor 9 instead of on floor like 20.
Oh, that's a lot of monsters.
Yes. That Steel Shield is going to be great, but that's a lot of monsters, like you said. And during that time, again, GinTatsu is going slower, but he's going confidently. He's moving along. He's regenerating HP using that wand. Even though Looney's got 3 floors on him, my money is on GinTatsu right now.
Yeah, GinTatsu's playing it real safe, and...
Yep. Last time it didn't pay off, but this time I think it will.
Oh, wow.
And all enemies board the monster train!
And the monster train partially departs the other direction. There's 2 trains. One's going that way. Pick your party. It's all good.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about a train wreck? That's what it is. Oh damn! The
dream has been following so long.
So many times, yeah. Tried so many times to put him to sleep, but it actually lost all its mana, which is a thing you don't see often. It means it tried like probably 7 or 8 times. Right.
So this is an interesting thing with U-boats in their submerging mechanic. They will only pop up when they have a chance to get a free hit on you.
Yes.
So if you happen to move onto their why?
Okay,
if you happen to move onto their space, they will move away or like move opposite you. You can employ a tactic that is known as the U-boat dance to get them to just kind of follow along the way you want them to.
Yes,
and just
exactly.
kind of like just never deal with a U-boat. It works enough for a while until you encounter a new monster, or you just get an unfortunate layout on the map.
Or they bring you into a corner, then you actually decide one direction, and they're gonna attack you from the other one. But yeah, it works for a while. Sometimes you can put yourself in a better position. Often you can put yourself in a worse situation. But if you don't have any more tools, or you really don't want to spend some, that's one way to deal with U-boats while they are underground. Step on them.
It's one of those, it works 100% of the time, asterisk, please see rules and details. kind of tactics.
Ask the cashier about details, yeah. Exactly.
Pre-approved, you are not pre-approved, see cashier.
Yes. So, okay, Loonycloud is going to do some inventory management while GinTatsu is actually going to use resource to crush enemies. So he used an item called a monster loop, and what it does, it actually shows you where every monster are on the floor all the time for as long as you're on that floor. So he can know if he's going to get pincered, or if he's going to if he can run away from an enemy or just manipulate them. So that's a really interesting items. You don't see people use it that often, but that's a cool one.
It can be life-saving information at higher floors.
Oh, damn, I didn't see that, but actually GinTatsu picked up the diamond shield. So the best shield with the life one, we have a setup. And
GinTatsu is going to be a hard one to take down.
especially considering his playstyle, having a weaker weapon in parentheses, where actually that weapon makes you tankier, I think that's the perfect setup for him.
Yeah, it seems to be working quite well for him. Like, he's slow and steady wins the race, maybe?
Well, this time we don't know, but he's going to try.
Know.
There was a 13 floor difference last time. There was a 2 floor difference this time. And I definitely prefer GinTatsu's position to Loonycloud. So,
Yeah,
and we see a little bit of U-boat Denson. Oh, he needs to dance to U-boats.
Oh, boy.
No, he's all right. Oh, damn. That Cuny's going to get quite a bit. Denson was rough.
Sometimes they're not good dancing partners.
Yeah, sometimes your feet hurt, but you still got to keep dancing on.
Thankfully, they didn't get into a bad position where Kune was lost. That's the key.
Yep. He took a time to actually analyze the room, and he did well to do that. And he's blessed with the elevator. He's out of U-boat territory, and now he can actually start breathing a bit and be on floor 10, which is much easier than floor 9.
Given
It's not easy.
Let's say, given GinTatsu's slower style, we'll probably see him farm up a little bit on this floor.
Yeah, and that's a good place to catch up in experience. Monster gives like twice the XP from the one from the floor before, so that's a really good place to pick up. First monster
I do
kill,
not like
level up.
where Loonycloud's in a bad spot right now.
Oh!
Man, these warp traps today are just not very friendly.
No, they're not. And airs your elevator, and he's out. Damn, that's a lucky shot. Well played, my friend.
Oh,
so
and lands in an
using
item
the star
room.
glasses.
An item room with a Griffin.
Is the Griffin part of the items?
It might be.
Can you pick it up and put it in your bag?
You could pick it up and go throw it in the hall at least.
If there's a rush fruit in the room, then it is. Oh, steel sword +2. So there is a meme in the community. If you find a steel sword, you win the game. This is a steel sword +2, so obviously you win everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, now it's favored in Loonycloud's favor just because of that steel sword.
Yep, you win this game and the next 2 because it's a +2 steel sword, right?
It's true.
Oh, damn, and it's even better than that because the meme is actually about steel sword is better than the life wand. And we actually have a life wand on GinTatsu's side, so that's funny. We're going to see if the meme lives up to its name.
We are living the meme dream, folks.
The Azure meme. Alright, but that item room was really good. Yeah, trap scroll, no. Monster loop, maybe not.
It's the scroll you really don't want to see.
It's pretty much the only one you don't want to see. Decurse, maybe. It's really situational, but right now we wouldn't pick up the Decurse scroll. But other than that, oh, yep. Oh, he could have dodged that encounter. Why did he want to... Oh, that is bad.
Oh, no.
This is all the bad there is. There is no badder. I don't know. That's...
I mean, he could drop an ice rock ball next to him and hope for the best.
He could also just... I don't know. Oh, man, this is horrible. And you know what's really funny? Oh, damn, Shuzo died again. I was going to say he actually catched up, but... That's 2 good showings, though. He tried. He really tried.
Looney is playing very risky.
And right now, again, GinTatsu is just showing up that maybe one time it didn't work, but his strategy can absolutely work. And he's going on 12.
Finds an elevator.
Yep. I think that's what Loonycloud is looking for, because right now this floor is messing with him real bad.
I'm not surprised that Loonycloud is looking for an elevator right now. Oh, he gets the bad RNG.
But that's alright. He's out. He's out.
And thankfully that'll keep that volcano pretty preoccupied.
Yeah, it's gonna stick up for a while. It has 200 HP, and it does increase in HP as Ko's level increase, but I don't think it can have an higher amount of HP than like 250. Oh, damn, that Kraken's scary, but let's hope the
Yeah.
Ice Rock is going to do the job. It is one last time,
Turns-
and it's
Ooh.
okay. All right. Ice Rock is pretty good, especially early on.
Ice rocks are an absolutely excellent orb.
Oh, okay, so Shuzo actually says that we do have different categories for this game, and we do have, for any percent, first at 10, first at 20, first at 30, and any percent. Those 4 categories are obviously the tower segmented. So if you do one run and you try to do any percent, your success rate is going to be pretty low the first time you actually play the game. That's normal. The game is super harsh. But we don't want the people to get discouraged. And the one way we do that is actually making sure that there is categories you can still submit. So you're going to try an any percent. You're going to die on floor 10. And then you're going to say, at least I can submit to first at 10. You have a time there. You can get a PB, beat that PB, get better, see improvement. And then you're going to get to floor 20. And be like, wow, floor 20, I'm so good. Submit to that, get better, submit again, and so on and so forth, up until you actually get to that damn any percent run and actually maybe submit for there. But he actually just told us that Shuzo actually is beat his PB for first at 10, so that's really cool.
Good job, Shuzo.
Yep. Right. Oh, yeah, okay. Egg bomb for the Kraken on GinTatsu's side. He's not taking any risk, and that's the play here. And he's going to fight that Sleeping Griffin. Definitely a way to go.
Yeah, when you can 2-shot a Griffin, that's a pretty good way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I think that Garuda that's following Looney is their Garuda, right? That's the one they
it's solely scrolled, yeah.
Okay.
That's solely scrolled. Oh, and it's going to be used right now. Sadly, you cannot control that. So it's going to go to fight all the time. Okay, yeah, he replaces... Oh, damn.
Oh, and...
Oh, no, that's not his. That's not his at all. Why did I think it was a...
Whoops.
A holy scroll?
A case of mistaken identity.
Yep. But he's all right. Well, all right. Depends on your definition of all right, but... CC just looking for. Oh, and actually GinTatsu is in some kind of a pickle, but yeah, I think he's gonna be good. Or is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. All right. And still, Loonycloud is slowing down, but he's not stopping, and that puts some pressure on GinTatsu.
Trains.
Yeah, there's too many monster trains, but at least that Ice Rock is paying dividend.
Yeah, this is an example of why these are such a... Oh
no! Oh, the sleep trap! How long will it stay asleep? The shortest sleep time we've seen is 0 turns. You actually wake up. Oh, that's it. Oh no, he's okay.
Whew.
I was gonna say that. Move diagonally, sir. Please.
Looney, don't die.
And again, all aboard monster train. And we're gone for quite a ride. Oh no, you're not gonna. Are you? Oh damn, that's scary. Actually, put that Ice Rock in the way here. Oh, you can. Oh, that's true. Oh damn. And I think that's it. I think we might see a victory on GinTatsu's side because I don't know he has any items to get out of this situation.
Well, it's not over yet, and GinTatsu's taken a bit of damage.
GinTatsu's also in a pickle. Yeah, he doesn't have his CUNY anymore.
It's not over yet. This Ice Rock ball might be doing a lot of work.
Yep, I have to agree.
It's doing a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that, man. So it's the first one to actually get out of that situation that has a good chance to win because it's ugly on both sides.
GinTatsu sees an elevator and they are up to 14. They are now tied.
But Loonycloud got there first, so that's not really a tie. And even though we say that, you actually find a 15. So the first one to actually get to a floor actually wins in case of a tie. So Loonycloud is still putting pressure. Even if GinTatsu gets to 15, that's not enough. But that room is still ugly. Ugly like
oh, he put Kune away. He didn't.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah. What can you even do against? Oh, you need to tell Kune not to move because it's gonna. Oh no. Okay, that works. He probably did.
Oh no. Oh
and you need to have another charge in that fireball, or that's it.
Woo!
And he does, and he does. All right. The dream is still alive. Oh, don't wake
This
up.
is not
Oh,
looking
wait,
good.
he woke up, but he's all right. Oh my god. Floor
This might
15
be-
on each side. Nobody's got items anymore. Who is actually going to pick up that race? Okay, this is getting interesting.
This is really close. I mean, oh boy.
Now you run away and you look for elevators. That's it. There is no other way to play. And obviously you have a monster on your tail. You're going to get pincered at some point. But who's going to get pincered first? And actually, oh man.
This is so close and dangerous.
Shh, don't wake up the Garuda. It's sleeping. Oh, we see the elevator on GinTatsu's side. And there we go.
GinTatsu takes the
Okay,
lead.
Yep. Only Bell, though, on Loonycloud's side, it's not done. He can actually get out of this room alive. That's cool. But, man.
But now we have to
GinTatsu's-
see a... No, we have to see a floor 17 from Loonycloud, though.
Exactly.
for him to take
GinTatsu
this,
got to
so-
16 first, so that pressure is reversed. Now he needs to actually beat the other one. And he's using the star glasses to find the elevator. It's far, but at least he knows where it is, and he won't explore for nothing. Medicinal herb. Clever play.
That's a good call.
Yep. Monster loop on Loonycloud's side. You want to know what's going to come up. And, okay. Oh, you cannot fight the new yell, my friend.
Oh,
It's going to heal
boy.
itself.
Oh, you're gonna die, Looney.
Oh,
Oh,
he's got it. All right.
That
At
was
least,
so lucky.
but there's so many enemy come in his way. He see them, so he needs to reverse. Yes.
Wow, look at that
You need
monster
to reverse.
train.
You need to reverse. Don't try to bait them. They're coming. Now, if all the monsters on their left side, though, he is free to explore. That's all right. That's a good thing. He's gone to 17. What are you doing, man? Okay, all right. But GinTatsu actually get to 17. This is he's keeping the pressure. You just never want to be on the same floor.
Oh,
Okay.
and,
Oh,
and
the
the
pick
pick
might
it.
be too much. He's only got 5 HP though.
He's got a medicinal herb, though.
Okay, Jin's got a medicinal herb. You actually want to pick it to steal your stuff right now. Because fighting is worst.
Yeah, because then that just makes that picket worthless for the whole floor. Once
Not
they
only
steal
that,
your
but
items
it's-
from you,
No,
they
but the worst part is actually he's gonna follow you
It's-
around and hit you. It's gonna slow you down.
it took a fireball though. Hopefully that was an empty one.
Yeah, let's hope it was an empty. He's got another exit loop. He knows where the exit is. Treasure loop, okay. He's gonna reveal maybe the rooms where they are and stuff like that.
Well, that'll make any
Buys the
minute
plan.
wave is pretty obvious, won't it?
Yeah, he's gonna try to make a plan in his head of where he wants to go, and maybe try to find a quicker route for it. But yeah, that picket didn't see him. That's good. I think he's good, unless the room is actually really bad, but it's okay. Floor
And he's
18,
up to
2 floors
18.
advantage. Our racers are running without CUNY for so long now. That's horrible. Ooh, 1 HP left. I think Loonycloud. Oh no, he wins. Well, he did win that fight against a troll with a sword. Oh man. And how
What's that?
many
Oh.
glasses does GinTatsu have?
He's got that Oh, they both woke up.
Oh, I don't think they're. Oh yeah, pick up. That worked. Pick up on Loonycloud's side. He's still going. And there's the elevator. Floor 17. He's catching up, man.
Wow.
What's this race? What's happening here? It started on floor like 12 and it doesn't want to stop. Alright, so Pickett tried to steal. That's the best thing that could have happened. Now the way's clear. Especially since it missed. But even if it would have took...
Just a couple more rooms. One more room. No surprises. Oh, look at bump
trap is alright. Bum trap is alright. As long as there's no sleeping monster, you're alright. Probably his heart stopped a little bit for a sec there, but... The trap doesn't do anything other than that. So he saw elevator on floor rotation. It's north and then left. If he saw it, it's good. He can keep the pressure. Okay, he decides he when it comes back.
He wants to get the fruit.
Okay, the fruit is bad, sadly, but he couldn't know. Here's the elevator, floor 20, and he's getting into Viper Town.
Oh, we're in Viper Town.
All right, that's
No
gonna get
outsiders
scary,
allowed.
but No outsiders allowed. No outsiders alive either.
Ooh.
Elevator is still in the air, but that's scary, but he's all right. Floor 21. I think the pressure is going to be too much. I don't see Loonycloud catching up here. He might, but I don't see it.
That's going to be hard for him to get up right here. Like,
ooh, all right. He's fighting against that Garuda. You need to try a pickup here, man. Oh, no, that's not a kill. Oh, and that's a death. We actually have a winner in GinTatsu right now.
good job, GinTatsu.
What a race. Oh my god. Yeah, GG's in chat. Obviously, what a race that was. That was a really impressive set of 2 races.
Yeah, oh, this might.
Oh, yeah,
that's the end.
That's the end, I think. That's the
Oh,
end. Oh,
no!
the lucky pickup. This man is unstoppable.
Sometimes when you're on a mission, there's no stopping you in this game.
Well, he has to
The
be on this
elevator. Oh.
one. Nope.
Oh no, that.
Nope.
Oh.
He can push it. He can push it. He needs to push the pet.
It has to miss him. It has to miss him. Will it miss?
Oh, but he
Nah.
tried. He tried. He still has the game, man.
They still won. What a race.
What a set of race. But yeah, he got denied, sadly.
It's true. It's true, Easy. The memes were just a myth. Steel Sword, in fact, did not win it.
Exactly, not this time, but statistically, obviously, the joke is the life one is just better in any way. There's almost no situation where Steel Sword is better, but there's a community member that actually started to win when she started to pick up Steel Swords, and it was she got a Steel Sword, she won a game. So maybe the formula is not Steel Sword, you win. It's probably if she gets Steel Sword, she wins. But yeah, that was kind of a funny meme. I think we're actually gonna start by thanking everyone that actually made this game possible. Obviously, the people from Speed Gaming. You guys are awesome. Every time there is a problem, somebody doesn't show up, somebody there's a stream that doesn't work. You always make sure that what we do works really well, and that we're really appreciative of that. Thank you very much for the 3 runners that were here today. You've made such an impressive race. That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun, and thanks to the Razors. Thanks for everyone watching. Thanks for holding out while we were getting our technical difficulties sorted out at the start of this run. We really appreciate everyone sticking in there and having a good time with us.
Yeah, and thank you, Orza, for actually sharing that commentary with me. That was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time to have this chat with you too, Sand Knight.
And most importantly, thank you guys in chat. This is really a weird thing if we do that and there's nobody to watch it. You're what's making speed gaming and speedrunning in general a thing. Thank you very much, guys, for being here tonight with us. And let's see us when there's actually a match playing. This was a fun showcase, but we want to do that tournament next. So let's see that happen probably in the next time.
I'm going to link that Discord for us one more time. So come join us. Come have fun.
We have cookies. Well, we don't, but we have memes.
We do have memes. There's a lot of memes.
See you around, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.